Hello, my name is DEBORAH Wong from SMK LUTONG. The title of my infographic poster is Pollination and Fertilization in Plant. This is my infographic poster. Plant pollination is the transfer of mature pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower. In my infographic poster, you can see the structure of a plant. For male reproductive organ, it includes anther and filament. Anther produce pollen grains which contain the male reproductive cell, while for filament, it connects the anther to the flower. While for female reproductive organs, it includes stigma, style, ovary, and oval. Stigma receives the pollen grain. Style connects the stigma to the ovary. Next, ovary contains the ovules, develops into a fruit after fertilization. Lastly, oval contains the egg cell, develops into a seed after fertilization. There are two types of pollination, which are self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma within the same or a different flower on the same individual plant. Cross-pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from a flower to stigma in a flower of another plant of the same species. Pollination agents are the mediums or organisms which can help to transfer the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. There are few benefits of cross-pollination. Firstly, new varieties of plant. Next, good quality seeds. Last but not least, new plants that are more resistant to pests and diseases. Fertilization is the fusion of male and female gametes to form an embryo, which then develops into a seed. In fertilization process, pollen grains fall onto stigma. Then pollen tube carrying male gamete grows towards the ovary. After pollen tube penetrates the ovule, the male gamete fuses with the female gamete. Fertilization occurs. After fertilization, the ovule grows inside the ovary and then develops into seed. Pollination and fertilization are essential biological processes that enable plants to reproduce and produce fruits and seeds. These processes are not only crucial for maintaining ecosystem, but also for supporting agriculture, which feeds the global population. However, their importance extends far beyond biology. They are deeply connected to global issues such as food security, environmental sustainability, and international cooperation. Globally, more than 75% of food crops rely on pollinators. Our global diet depends heavily on the success of pollination. The trade of these crops creates interdependence among nations. If pollinators disappear in one region, the effects can ripple across continents, affecting food supply chains and economies worldwide. Pollinator populations, especially bees and butterflies, are rapidly declining due to habitat destruction, excessive pesticide use, pollution, and climate change. This poses a serious global threat to food production and biodiversity, as over 75% of major crops rely on pollination, affecting ecological stability, agricultural productivity, and international economies. Pollination and fertilization are not just scientific terms. They are lifelines that connect every corner of our planet. Protecting pollinators is a shared responsibility. Individuals, communities, and governments must work together to protect pollinators by restoring natural habitats, planting pollinator-friendly plants, reducing the use of chemical pesticides, and supporting sustainable agricultural and environmental policies at both local and global levels. By prioritizing pollinator conservation, we can secure the future of global food production and protect the ecosystems that sustain us. Every flower pollinated and every seed fertilized plays a critical role in the survival of life on Earth. Now is the time for individuals, communities, and governments to take united, decisive action to preserve the delicate balance of nature before it's too late. Preserving pollinators for a sustainable future. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.